again and welcome. Today's video is going to be a first for me in so much as it's going to be a Mallee Burl bowl, and I've never turned a Mallee Burl before, and I'm really looking forward to that. Before I go into the main subject of today's video, I was sent this lovely piece of mahogany, which is actually an old bar top from a hotel in Harrogate, and it was very kindly sent to me by a guy called Gid Joyner. Now, Gid's had it in his workshop for a couple of years since the refurbishment of this hotel in Harrogate, and he very kindly offered it to me. I really appreciate it, Gid. Thank you very much. I'm going to be able to get a nice bowl out of this. It's about 2 inches thick, and some spindle blanks as well. Now, Gid does have a YouTube channel. He mainly does flat work, but he does some very interesting stuff and in great detail too. So I'll put a link to Gid's channel in the description below. Thanks again, Gid. Much appreciated. Now to the subject of today's video, a Mallee Burl. Now, this Mallee Burl I've already mounted onto a glue block. I did that a couple of weeks ago. It's got some incredible figure and detail on the underside. So to give you an idea of what I have in mind, I want to keep as much of this natural beauty as I can. It's going to need a fairly wide foot to look good, in my opinion. So what I intend to do is put a mortise on the back, and it'll be a big mortise to give a good solid foot for the bowl to sit on, and then the rest of the underneath I'm going to keep as natural as I possibly can. Then I'll spin it around, put it into the large dovetail jaws, the easy wood dovetail jaws, and hollow out the inside, and I intend to finish the top of the bowl, if you like, with Yorkshire Grit and Hampshire Sheen High Gloss. And I've put a little tester on the back here, and I think that Danish oil is going to be the best option for the underside. So that's just to give you an idea of my thought process, if you like. It'll take quite a few coats, I would imagine, but at least it will have a nice protective coat, should give it a bit of a sheen, but will highlight all this beauty at the back here. So that's the thought process, as I say, of this burl. Now, as you're aware, 11th and 12th of May, which is only next month, at the NEC in Birmingham, is Makers Central 2019, and I'm on the Yorkshire Grit stand. Now, I mentioned this briefly in the last video. This finished bowl will be a prize in a raffle, and for every tin of Yorkshire Grit that is purchased, you will be given a raffle ticket, and at the end of the weekend the raffle will be drawn and the winner will receive this Mallee Burl bowl. And I'm intending to also make a DVD of this video, and that'll be in the package as well. Okay, well, without further ado, let's mount this on the lathe and start turning this Mallee Burl bowl. So the back is essentially finished now with how it's going to look. So I'm just going to clean everything up now, bit of sanding, possibly put one coat of Danish oil on here at the moment just to start it off, and then I'll take the glue block off, put it in the chuck, and we'll hollow out the bowl. So that's the back done. All I need to do now is to take off the glue block, mount it in the Easy Wood large dovetail jaws, and attack the front of the bowl. There's quite a bit of a crack has appeared here, so I'm going to fill that with CA and some dust from this turning. One word of advice: when you're turning something like this, make sure your tools are really sharp. I mean, every, I don't know, minute or so, go back and just touch up the edge, because it's very hard and very hard on your edge on your tools. Anyway, I'll come back when that's done, when this crack has set. Yeah, unfortunately, this has got to go because it's very, very flexible. I mean, it could end up splitting off when the bowl is finished. So I'm going to just cut it there so it follows the contour around here. So I've finished the sanding now up to 320, and what I'm going to do now is to apply a coat of Hampshire Sheen pre-thinned sanding sealer, allow that to dry, then Yorkshire Grit, and finally finishing with Hampshire Sheen High Gloss. So that's the process, so let's get started. And there it is, finished. Very pleased. Now if you use a Scotch pad as roll that in half, put your paper around there, and then when you get to, you can go a bit further as long as you hold it away and let the wood come onto it. You can hold it away virtually just these little bits here. Just do by hand, the same as with the Yorkshire Grit. Okay, job done. Well, there's the Mallee Burl bowl finished, and it was a great turn, very hard, the hardest wood I think I've ever turned, but nevertheless worthwhile all the effort, and it is absolutely stunning, the natural beauty in that bulb. And I've left the back as natural as possible with all that lovely figure, and all in all it was worth all the effort. If you want a chance to win this bowl, if you're visiting Maker Central at the NEC on the 11th and 12th of May next month, come along to the Yorkshire Grit stand. I'll be there with Joe and Glyn, as I said at the beginning of the video, and if you want a chance to win this bowl, buy a tin of Yorkshire Grit and you will get a raffle ticket, and at the end of the weekend you might be the lucky, or possibly dubiously lucky, owner of this bowl. And I'll also be throwing in a DVD with it as well of the turning. Well, thanks very much indeed for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Cheers now.